Sort by match this activate.
Okay.
What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go stronger?
Bad calculation.
Nope. We're still waiting for RPG to confirm that they are ready.
As the stream started.
Yep. My stream on the sound of it.
Oh.
Oh, start with
Okay, the game just started.
Shut up, sound off. Okay. So we head into game 2 between CVP and RPG for the final of the Semi-Pro League, and that's an instant Tariq ban by RPG. They don't want CVP to get their hands onto that, and possibly a Zaya ban perhaps. And yeah,
That was absolutely monstrous last game.
Yeah, the amount of sheer damage that Zaya dealt those team fights
also
was
like
too much.
without any consistent peeling from Janna, the Zaya still like dealt so much damage.
Yeah, Janna was pretty much dead at the start of many fights, but still she managed to stay alive by herself and did do a lot of damage. And the Shyvana ban again.
Killswitch's Uzuan's main champion gets banned, the Shyvana.
And a brand ban again from CVP. Rest of the bans we might see the same, perhaps.
Who's the brand ban for, the mid lane or the support?
I'm guessing the mid lane. And the other ban, I guess they might think about a Malzahar ban, but they...
Wait, did they not ban anything?
Yeah, I guess there was
probably
some sort of problem.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be a remake.
They have not gotten out of the champ select yet, so I'm confused.
Or maybe this is just an ultimate PM.
They don't need a ban? Okay. That's a Udyr ban by CBP.
Broken Blades one trick champion gets banned away. His Zac was really impressive, so I don't really care that his Udyr was banned.
Yeah, Zac is a way better team fighter than Udyr, so... And the Tristana pick by RPG.
Really safe and a lot of hyper carry potential in the Tristana.
Considering the Zaya was taken away, it is something which can deal a lot of damage in the late game as well.
Yeah.
Tristana being hovered by CBP, and they might look to lock it in. They do.
They'll lock in the Lulu. Okay, that's Oriana's second pick.
Yeah, that's surprising. It did get banned out in the previous game, so I guess they are prioritizing the mid lane this time around.
I don't know what that meant, because Oriana's really susceptible to counter picks. Like second picking that is not advisable at all. Well, let's see.
Yeah, the next pick is a...
And the Jax jungle. Hopefully it's a Jax jungle, not the top. It is a boring version.
it should be in the jungle, I guess. And the next pick is the Galio again, perhaps?
Will
Oh,
it be
that's
in the mid lane or the top? That is the question. No one to
yeah.
answer.
Last game it was played in the top lane by CVP, but this time around RPG take it away from them.
And Zero Void picks a bruiser. The Kled by Zero Void is really impressive. A lot of team fight potential as well. The really hard engage from Kled's ultimate.
Yeah, the Clear ultimate probably followed up with an Orianna ult onto him is gonna be really
That's an
tricky to fight.
interesting suggestion. The Kled and the Oriana ulti combination.
The Janna this time around does get banned out.
Yeah, like they already picked a support, so they wanna
Yeah, but
shorten the
the
champion
Janna
pool.
was something that they, managed to capitalize on the last game. So I'm surprised that they do ban it. I was expecting them to give it over this time and, you know, take advantage of it again. And the last ban is the Leona. So they do ban two supports
The last two
instead of,
bans being the supports, trying to shorten the champion pool, I guess.
yeah.
Red Earth
And
and Varus. The the AD carries from last game both get banned.
so what AD carry are they gonna pick? That's gonna be interesting to look at.
Yeah, like three AD carries have been banned, one has been picked, and it's
And
gonna be the Jinx, the monstrous Jinx coming in.
another late game hyper carry who is gonna work that Lulu pick.
Man, I hate this meta. Always about the late game. Like no one even cares what happened
Yeah,
in the early game. The
both of the
better.
teams. If we look at the team counts, both of the teams are looking for team, and that's an Ornn locked in for the top lane against the Kled.
So I guess that's gonna be the Galio mid and on top lane Jack's jungle.
Yeah, that is a really tanky front line for RPG.
Yeah, like
Jinx, even though she does have a lot of damage, will have some trouble, melting them in the late game if they get tanky enough. And that's a
and that's an
burn.
Ivan. That's really surprising. I never really saw Utsman play any of like anything like that.
Yeah, that is surprising, but that means they're basically going
Yeah,
Jinx.
they're building a comp around the Jinx.
Yeah, they're pretty much gonna shield the Jinx up
The
and
Oriana, Lulu, Ivan shields combined.
yeah, and just basically tell her you're gonna live, just do the damage. That's all
Yeah,
you have
just
to do.
auto attack. We trust you.
Right click and you're gonna kill everyone. But on the other hand, that's a lot of engage from the Galio and the Horn and
Ivern is really
Jax.
hard to play in competitive. Like, yeah,
That is true though.
you
He is
gotta you
quite
gotta play serious mind games with the opponent jungler.
yeah, that the pathing needs to be really precise. Otherwise he might get, you know, out jungled
Punished.
basically.
Yeah, I like the blue team's team comp better though. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the
The,
blue team's team comp does look better, but their execution needs to be good as well with the Arnold
yeah, the
and the
Jax
Galio
might
and
be
the
a bit greedy pick, but let's see. The Jax
Jax.
jungle is really good right now. Like getting picked in LCK and stuff.
Yeah, he is. But in competitive plays, you'll see him build full tank. But I don't think that will be the case this game, considering that he does have an Ornn and a Galio. I'm pretty sure
Well,
he'll
that's
go for a Triforce at least.
the build is commonly going Triforce than full tank. You still deal a lot of
But
damage.
but but in competitive, you will see more often them building just going for full tank, just
Yeah,
not
just
even
just
going for
full
the
tank,
jungle.
no Triforce at all. But in
Yeah,
solo queue, you usually need the Triforce, and like we're not at the LCK level yet, so probably still following the solo queue builds.
yeah, and that he does have those two tanks in front of him.
Yeah, the Galio ulti gonna provide the damage reduction on the Jax. Like the Jax goes in, engages, and the Galio ulti comes in. That's probably gonna be the engage plan, the teamfight plan for blue side. So like Jax doesn't really need the full tanky build. Still, they got a lot of frontliners. Meanwhile, red side just has the Kled. Ivern's not really a frontliner. He's more of a utility jungler, supporting
Yeah,
the team
more like
from
a
the back.
supportive. Yeah.
Yeah, like he can provide a lot of shields, the ultimate being the front line, but still, he's not a proper tank.
The scary thing for the blue team is they don't really have kill off the Jinx. I mean, Jax can go in, but with
Jax
the
can
amount
go
of
in, but he needs to
peel
be
that Jinx
engaged.
has,
Yeah, the amount of peel the Jinx has, true that. Like when the Cled's gonna just ultimate into your team, what do you do? What do you do as the Jax? Do you like leave behind your team and go solo on the Jinx? You don't have enough damage to kill her. She has
yeah.
enough peel to live like about 20 seconds.
So it is gonna be interesting to see how the team fights do pan out. But overall, the blue team's team comp does look good, but the red team's team comp will be focused around the Jinx. Just keep her alive,
Yeah, I
and
think as long as the red team plays smart, they should be okay. But it's gonna be hard playing that kind of comp.
it is definitely harder to pull off.
Well, I'm really interested at the Ivern pick. It's not really picked that much in Garena, so
Yeah,
let's see
because
how
he's
well
he's
that does.
focused a lot around counter jungling and setting the enemy jungler behind in the early game.
Yeah.
And that's hard to pull off in team games, considering that if they get vision on you, enemy team is gonna come
Oh, interesting
right
fact:
back.
the current rank one player in North America is an Ivern main.
Okay.
Yeah, like he never invades. That's his thing. He never invades ever. Like unless he's really ahead, he just plays safe and ganks a lot. Like that's not what you see from typical
Yeah,
Ivern players.
Iverns aren't usually meant for ganking, right?
Yeah, but he's rank one, so yeah. Okay, well, my spectator champion select is bugging. I gotta reconnect.
Okay, you do that and we'll pause in game. We'll need to start, sync up our times either way. So
Yeah.
yeah, shall I pause the huh? Shall I pause the okay? Show is gonna
Okay, it
reconnect.
started already, or
I
you
paused
guys
at
in?
5 seconds. I paused at 5 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
10. Okay, okay. I'll get to 10 then. Fine.
Yeah, I'm reconnected. No, like it's not connecting to the jam select. The screen is black. Ajay, you guys keep on going. I'll join you. All right. You don't need to pause for me. Just
না না না
resume and
হ্যাঁ
keep
আর
on
কি
going.
ইয়াকে বললাম তুমি
I'm paused at 10. Let me know when to start, okay?
আচ্ছা স্টার্ট দিতে হলে ঠিক আছে 3 2 1
Okay, okay. Okay.
স্টার্ট
Is the spectator mode on, or is it like only lobby?
I don't know, ask Pro Styles, he made this.
Okay.
We do see the blue team heading in for an invade, trying to get some vision. Ivan does spot them out, and that should be it. They head back to their own jungle. They tried for an invade just to get vision of the Ivan where he's starting his camp. And they do head back towards their own jungles again.
Minions have spawned.
Yes, no sound on persona?
Sound on.
Okay. So we see Ivern starting his blue, which I didn't really expect. I expected him to start his red and then, get the enemy team's blue buff, but I guess this is the route he will go for. In the top lane we see Ornn trading pretty well with the Kled. And in the mid lane it's basically gonna be whoever can push faster. Between the Orianna and the Galio.
Yeah, both of them will try to push the lane faster.
But if the last game is anything to go by, the bot lane is pretty much where the action is gonna be at. Because
Yeah.
we saw so many fights based around the AD carries in the bot lane over and over. The junglers kept ganking and yeah, they kept fighting around the bot lane. Orianna doing quite a lot of damage to the Galio. He doesn't have a shield, so we'll take some damage from her right now. Kled again trying to go aggressive, but takes a lot of damage. That's not a trade he wants to take right now.
Yeah.
Does lose his passive.
And Jax is going for the gank in the top lane.
Yeah, especially considering he doesn't have Carl with him. He
Yeah,
is
I
quite
think he's
squishy,
dead.
Might
Or
be dead.
he has to flash his.
At least has to flash. Yeah. He opts not to and gives over the first blood onto the Ornn.
I think he just waited for his passive to come back. Then he can just E and back.
Yeah, that's what he was going for. But it was quite greedy of him to not flash when he saw the Jack.
Yeah.
He was trying to fight his way out 1v2, but not happening right there. So the first blood does go over to the Ornn, a lane which he had the advantage in, which is gonna be even better for him right now. And Ivern, I guess, still clearing his own jungle, hasn't headed over to the enemy's one yet.
Yeah, I think Ulson was inspired by the rank 1 North American Ivern lane. That's his strategy as well.
They just farm up. Okay.
Oh, okay. There's a
Jack is going for a repeat gank onto the kill. That's gonna be the plan. But does get stunned up again. Ivern comes in for the save, does get the root, places a brush just to ensure that Kled is safe.
I think
And
Jack
he
should
does
have
make it
just
out.
hold his E until he just flash.
Yeah, that might have landed them the kill right there, but Ivern was there in time, so could have ended up either way.
Oh.
Orianna again doing quite a lot of damage to the Galio. He's trying to go in with the taunt, does land it, but doesn't have any spell to do damage to the Orianna. Just gets autoed out of the lane. Ivern sitting in the top lane, helping Kled push out the lane against the Ornn.
I don't know about the matchup like on versus Kled, but what I saw like this long, I think you can't just trade with on.
Basically, Ornn's W counters pretty much everything Kled
Yeah,
does.
I think
so
you can
you
just trade him up with your damage.
Yeah, the Kled keeps trying to go in, but he shouldn't be looking for the trades. He should be just looking to.
I
against
think
the
he
Ornn.
also don't even know like how the lane goes. Like is the on win or the Kled wins the trade? Maybe.
Yeah, he should have guessed what happens after the first few trades.
If that
As soon as he-
happened, like he countered pick himself.
It's not exactly a counter pick, but just the early game trades are like that before Kled has
Yeah.
at least a few items. And Orianna again doing a lot of damage to the Galio, but now she is low on mana, so can't really go any more aggressive, I guess. Or Galio trying to shove out the wave as best as he can. Ivern heading into the enemy jungle does get found out by the Jax, roots him in place and just walks out.
He just walks.
Yeah, that's still some vision gain for them, but nothing happening. This is surprising though that the Orianna hasn't gone back yet. Yeah, she does look for the recall right now because she was out of mana for quite a long time. Oh, she decided to cancel the recall instead. Is trying to push out again. In the top lane right now, Kled should just look to farm up instead of looking for aggressive trades onto the Ornn, considering that the Ornn did get the kill and is ahead on items. And in level actually, has the level 6 advantage.
Yeah.
Ivern again going into the enemy jungle just to get anything that he can, but doesn't really find anything. Jax did clear off that side. But Ornn is pushed up quite a lot right now. That's something he might look to take advantage of.
I think he's trying to gank top.
Yeah, he's hovering around there, thinking if he should... Nami lands a bubble onto the Lulu, but that's not really a trade that they can win. Look at that damage onto the Nami.
Yeah.
Just the Lulu shield is enough for her to win the trade.
I think in at this moment, like, you don't need to hit the Q unless they are going on engaging. You just poke them with your like heal and take back.
Yeah. Just heal up, try and survive. Kled again trying to trade. Ivern is there this time around. Oh, that's a gank in the bot lane. Jax just does jump in, but the flash from Jinx gets her to safety of her turret. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Ivern did go for a gank, but couldn't really do much. Ornn just walked out. He even used his ult there.
Out there, yeah.
And Jax, meanwhile, is trying to do the Infernal Drake with his support, and Galio does go in as well, so that should be the dragon secured for them. Because after the gank in the bot lane, they knew that Jinx and Luke do anything
And
there.
it's an Infernal Dragon.
Yeah, it's a basically free Infernal Dragon. Seeing Ivern in the top lane, they knew that he wasn't gonna be there. So yeah, they do get the Infernal Drake and back off.
And one of the like strong... Okay...
Ivern finds the Jax, but Jax does basically... should make it out, but Orianna is walking in as well. She's out to live. Ivern tries to land his root using his flash, but doesn't manage to. That's a nice escape by the Jax right there.
Yeah. Like one of the strong point of Zoan is like the Ivern. I have seen him playing the champions which like he can take the Rift Herald and Dragon earlier, but Ivern can take that, right? So I don't know how he will supposed to play that champion. It's something new I am seeing from him.
This is more of a supportive role, which I guess...
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he has used this champion before, but it's not the champion, it's the role that he needs to get used to. That you're not supposed to be, you know, going aggressive. You're supposed to be just getting vision for your team, making sure that your AD carry is alive, and that's about it.
I think he should have gone first, like the Tracker's Knife, to just track the Jax and help the laners. Where are they? There's a nice bubble on the...
He's just trying to rush that redemption as fast as he can.
And he can kill the Ornn, right? So I think he should have, should just not waste his time on top.
Well, judging by what you guys are saying, I'm positive that he's trying to follow the right point there, because it is the exact same strategy he follows, like rushes the redemption after Tracker's Knife.
No, he didn't even buy Tracker's Knife, right? That's what I'm saying. But he didn't even buy the Tracker's Knife.
I just restarted my PC, but still can't reconnect.
I think it's some ISP issue, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna try a VPN or something.
Okay. Okay, there's a TP from Ornn. I don't know why. Is it a misclick?
Nah, I think they're just trying to force the bottom tower. They know that the Jinx is low and they're trying to dive her. Yeah. The Ornn ult does come in, tries to go aggressive, but the Jinx root does land, and Kled gets onto Nami, gets the kill onto her. Tristana trying to go aggressive on the Ivern and the Jinx at the same time. Galio does find the Jinx. In the back line, Ornn did go down to Kled as well, but I'm pretty sure the Kled is gonna clean up right now. That's a
Quadra
triple
kill.
kill.
Is that will be the pentakill? Okay.
I'm not sure if they will give the Quadra over.
Oh.
Ivern gets that one.
Yeah.
So that's a very forced dive by RP right there.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, very forced, and not something I'm sure they should have gone for.
Yeah.
Because the Jinx was low, but still diving the tower right there. Considering that the enemy top laner did have his TP as well.
Well, Jinx has his like stopwatch, right? You have to like respect.
Yeah, she didn't even need to use the stopwatch right there. She just used her flash and her heal. Right. That was pretty good. And the very lane that they had the advantage of, the top lane, Kled is basically gonna win that lane.
And they're diving without the jungler, right? So that was the like main problem. They're diving their bot lane without their jungler, but the Ivern was there on point.
Yeah, Ivern was right there to keep the Jinx alive as we were talking.
Yeah. So Galio is coming.
Again, around the bot lane, we see both the jungle positioned. Jax going into the enemy jungle. Not sure if he's gonna be found out by the Ivern or not. Might get spotted out.
Jinx.
Yeah, they're trying to go aggressive, but
nice stun from Ivern.
Yeah.
Nami should die here.
Nami should be dead. The Jinx ult doesn't land, but the Ivern.
Nice flash from Jinx.
Yeah, Tristana does jump in to get the loot. Jax trying to 1v1 the Jinx. So Tristana might end up living from here. Yeah.
Okay, is the Jax dead?
The Ivern, but might die.
Oh my god.
That counter
strike from Jax.
Yeah, that was well played by the Jax right there. Yeah. Galio did move in, opted not to ult, which I find quite surprising. Oh no, his ult was on ult.
No, yeah.
Yeah, his ult was on cooldown.
Hold on, yeah.
He did walk bot though, just to make sure that his team was fine. Orianna we see meanwhile, who did push the mid lane out. And in the top lane again, Kled does have the lead now, will trade better against Ornn. And wait, was that
his car?
Yeah. Okay. And that's the thing against Kled. When he has the advantage, he trade with you over and over again, lose the mount, gain the mount, and then just trade right back.
Yeah. And he can just shred the armor right now with his black lever.
Yeah.
They're trying to get this bot trend so hard.
Yeah, they called in the Jax again. Oh, that's a good bubble by Nami. Tristana both jump in and they, even though Ivern did show up, they're gonna leave the Lulu, I guess, to die right there. Ivern can't really save.
Okay, nice
another
bubble.
Good bubble by Nami might end up killing the Ivern.
And here comes the Kled.
Kled does come in, but the Galio is all the way down.
I think that's a shutdown.
Yeah, that should be the shutdown onto the Kled. That's a well played fight by the blue team. They get the tower, they execute the dive well this time around. They call in their jungler, they call in their mid laner, and yeah. And the Orianna as well. She uses her ult, but Tristana will take her down easily.
He just used his flash. I don't know where.
Yeah. And Galio manages to make it out as well. Jax is soloing the drag. And Ornn is taking the top lane tower as well. Basically everything right there they got. They get the bot lane turret, they get a lot of damage onto the top lane turret, they get the dragon, they get a lot of kills.
Everything goes on the favor of blue team.
Yeah, pretty much everything that they could have gotten, they did get. And this time around, we see the Tristana, the one ahead by quite a lot of the games. And considering that the entire team comp of CBP is focused around the Jinx, this does set them back by quite a lot. Because they needed the Jinx to be able to do the damage, right? And she is not at that stage yet. So even though they are managing to keep her alive, with just that 2 rounds Hurricane, she can't really do much.
Yeah, I think she just needs like 2 or more items. At least 4 items to do some damage.
The thing is, Tristana on the other hand had completed her Infinity Edge.
Yeah.
And is going for the second item, which is probably going to be a static shiv.
I think he should buy an Infinity Edge too. He doesn't even have his BF sword.
Yeah, Jinx went for the Roman Sword, that's why she is behind. But considering how the lane went, how many ganks did they executed in the bot lane?
But Jinx still has his stopwatch.
Yeah, didn't really find the time to use it, I guess, considering how many times they dove her.
Yeah, that's... Oh, Kled just misses it. I think that's a dead. Okay.
Ivern is there to save him, but the Nami...
I think that's not enough.
Tristana does so much damage.
Okay, nice. Unstoppable.
And follows up with the flash.
Oh my god. That Galio damage.
Yeah, and Tristana just jumps in for the double while Jack.
And Ornn going on a 1v1 on Orianna. Nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be a kill for Ornn.
Yeah. Everything is going on in the favor of the blue team.
Yeah, Tristana is trying to get the Ivern, but
I think the problem with the red team is they lack so much CC. Like that, like they can stop them, right? If they try to go in and in and in, they can stop them. They don't even have any.
The thing is, they went for straight up just peel instead.
Oh my god, that Ornn!
Yeah. The Kled ult gets.
Oh my god, that moment.
Pretty much wasted.
Yeah, you don't even have a BF sword or some AD item to kill this Ornn.
So the blue team, 6k gold ahead, 2 dragons, 3 towers, probably gonna be 4 right now as they look for the mid lane as well. So ahead of them.
What do you think, like, what red team should do right now?
What they should do is basically just stay under their towers. Just try and stay alive, get as much CS onto the Jinx as they can.
Try to
and farm
clear,
up.
I guess.
Yeah, basically farm up as best as they can and try and give it to the Jinx, who is, you know, the main point of their entire comp. They need to funnel the gold to the Jinx so that she can get at least her Infinity Edge, at which point she will be, you know, doing some damage at least in the fights. But at this point, considering how far behind she is, can't really do much against the Jax and the Ornn especially, who is so tanky right now. Has his Thorn Mail completed. And this is quite surprising though. That wait. Okay. That was... Ivern has just set up a brush in the bot lane for himself.
Oh my god, that combo from the blue team.
Yeah, that's
that Ornn ulti on point.
And Kled trying to 1v1 the Jax.
I think
Jax
you can 1v1 a Jax.
Alright guys, I'm finally reconnecting.
Welcome back to the game.
It's almost over.
Well, you can't really say that yet because Team Rampage did manage to make a comeback from pretty much as far behind as CVP are right now. So we'll have to see if we do manage to do what Rampage did last game. bind onto the horn, but he just eats out to safety. Ivern trying his best to chase, but I don't think he can do that. Yeah, Jax is just stealing the enemy jungle right now. You see Tristana meanwhile taking down the mid lane tower by herself. Gled's trying to...
Why did he ult?
I'm not sure where he was. He ulted towards his own base surprisingly, but I'm not sure what he was.
I think he just ult to come in the lane from the base.
Maybe he was aiming for the Tristana. I'm not sure.
I think he misclicked somewhere.
Yeah, probably a misclick from him. And the blue team getting another Infernal Dragon.
So what time are you guys at?
We're at 20-25, right?
22, 25, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, I paused at 43. Tell me when you're there.
40, 41, 42, 43.
Okay, alright. So yeah, I'm back.
My...
No, it's fine. You can stay on.
Yeah, I see the Jeans go forward. That's obviously against the plan Red team was building in the.
They basically set their bot lane
phase.
behind by a. They kept ganking the Jinx, kept ganking their bot lane, and set them behind.
Where is Ivern's jungle item though? Where's the Tracker's knife?
He told you he didn't build the Tracker's knife. And
I thought he wanted to rush the redemption, then like get Trackers.
Nah, he didn't get the Trackers at all.
Okay, that's not a bad strategy, I guess. That's an old strategy used by Ivern mains back when he was kind of OP. But I don't know if that's good in the competitive mode, where vision holds a lot of factor. Vision is a large factor in winning the games. You really need the Tracker's knife. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage coming from the Tristana. Almost one-shotting her.
You needed to use her out there to she lived. And yeah, that's how far ahead the Tristana is. 3 items completed, where the Jinx has basically 1.5. They will look towards this Baron, I guess, considering that the red team don't have any vision around there.
This is a good call. It should be a free Baron.
Yeah, they need to deal with the push that the Warren is giving right now in the bot lane. And there's no way that they can contest anyway, so that's a free ban for the blue team. Will help the Warren push even faster right now. And that is true.
Jax is going full damage. That's interesting.
Because of how far ahead he is, I guess he feels comfortable.
Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Considering he has protection from Galio's ulti.
Yeah, and Bjorn as well. 2 tanks in front of him.
Yeah, Galio even went Knight's Vow for the Tristana. Yeah, like considering how much kills the Tristana has gotten, that's good. That's a good plan.
It is, but Knight's Vow not really something you see on the mid lane Galio. So
yeah, well, he's going tanky, I guess. Playing for the
that's...
team rather than himself.
They do land the bind on the
taking a lot
but
of damage, but not gonna fall.
Yeah, does manage to live, but they can't really fight.
Ornn getting knocked up by Ivern's ulti.
Ornn's ult does
The
knock
Ornn
up
ulti
to-
comes in, the Nami ulti comes in, but not really doing much.
That's a 2-man bubble by the Nami again.
Will they get some damage onto the turret? Tristana is doing monstrous, wow.
Yeah, and they need to They need to deal with the push in the top lane as well.
And like, what is not one shot? Yeah, that's the accurate version of it.
Yeah, Kled trying to go aggressive onto the Galio, but that's not gonna. He needs to deal with the wave first.
Damage at all.
He needs to deal with the wave first, considering that they do have a Baron. And
I don't think they can defend against a Tristana with Baron buff.
Yeah.
Nice rotation from blue team, getting all 3 inhibitors.
And Ivern uses ult just to try and defend these towers.
The ulti not really doing much.
Yeah, Tristana melted down within seconds.
Yeah, like as I was saying, Tristana can just one-shot anything.
Yeah,
Even
Claire
the
again
turrets.
taking so much damage. Orianna does come out,
Tristana
but she
has to
manages to
flash
flash
the
out.
Orianna ulti.
They use
And
the
a lot of damage out of the Tristana. She
Yeah.
has to go out. The Gary ulti coming in. Not so critical. The Jinx ulti misses. Doesn't get anyone. Tristana
And
gets the
that-
flash. And Tristana jumps in, gets the Jinx. No, Jinx is only
Finally, the
uses
stopwatch
stopwatch.
being used by Jinx, but might
Now
die
she
yet.
dies at 2. And that's gonna be the second game in favor of
Yeah, really well played by RPG.
And the whole series as well as the championship is taken by RPG. Congratulations. They didn't lose a single game in the whole tournament. That's really impressive. That's really, really impressive.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, well played by the Tristana this time around. And last game as well.
Yeah, the ADC definitely
Yeah,
the
the amount of
MVP.
damage.
My vote for MVP will definitely go to him. He has been outstanding the whole series as well as the whole tournament.
Yeah, but you have to
Jumping
say,
around with Tristana, peeling
yeah,
for himself with Desire, dishing out the whole team's damage.
you have to say though that the comp that the red team played through, they didn't really plan on, I don't know, focusing around the bot lane, but they should have.
Yeah, like, I guess they did not have enough practice with this kind of comp.
Yeah, it is tough to pull through.
Yeah, like it is really tough to play such a comp, and you need to put a lot of trust onto your ADC if you do wish to play such a comp.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the series, everyone. And RPG do win the finals, and they are the champions of the Semi-Pro League. And we'll be back with the Pro League soon enough. I guess the day after tomorrow, am I right?
Yeah, most probably day after tomorrow, unless some unforeseen circumstances take over.